Alright, so today we're looking over the Wenger Swiss Military Sport Battalion dive watch from Wenger. So a little bit of history about this brand. They were originally the Swiss Army brand, and then this guy Theodore Wenger joined the brand in 1897. Specialized in making spoons, and then 100 years later in 1997, they started specializing strictly in watches and luggage. It's now their most profitable thing from Wenger's watches and luggage. Got this from my grandfather as a gift, therefore it has that sentimental value, and that's why I've held on to it. I'm not going to give it away for that, but it's also a Swiss entry-level watch, which is great, appeals to a lot of people. I have some reserves about this watch, particularly the case size here, the specs. 43 millimeter case size, 22 strap, 12 millimeter thickness. It's a thick watch and it's a big case. Obviously unidirectional bezel and silicone band, which are nice. I know that I'm going to be talking here in the next few seconds. This gives you a good view of the texture in the middle and the date window. But yeah, I'm going to let myself talk in this next clip because I'm going to take it off the pillow and give you a full wraparound, and then I will come back after that and finish off the recording from there. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Alright, now we're going to take a look at it a little bit more close up. I'm going to go ahead and take it off the pillow, but first I'll give you a full wraparound of how it looks on the pillow. Stretch marks there from the wear. Obviously you can see where I pull it back there. Small creases, not really noticeable when it's actually on the wrist unless you're specifically looking for creases. So one thing before I even take it off the pillow, I saw somewhere that somebody complained about the alignment between the top and the 12 marker there, this top dive marker and the 12 marker. I think mine's pretty aligned. I mean, it looks great to me. The only thing that I see is the misalignment on the seconds here, The seconds here misaligned. Especially when it gets to the noon there, you'll be able to see that misalignment, I feel like personally. But this top one is completely fine. You got the emblem on the screw there. Pretty good looking. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the pillow now. So put this to the side. All right, it's a full silicone strap. I don't know if I had mentioned orange threads. It's a good look. I like to match it with this one orange hat that I have. I also like hats. This thing keeps great time. You're about to see it on the 12. You see the misalignment I talk about here. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. Otherwise, this thing has a good movement, keeps great time. It's the 15th today, so it's flawless. It's always been perfect since my watchmaker back home set it. It's got the 120 uniclick, unidirectional 120 click bezel. I'm gonna take a look at the back here. So a stainless steel back case. It has the model number on there, obviously 100 meters. It's gonna say 79031. I'll flip it upside down there so you can see it. Wenger Swiss Military. Yeah, all stainless steel with sapphire crystal. Pretty standard stuff. But other than that, yeah, this is a 42.5, I believe. I haven't filmed the specs before this. I'm doing this before, but I believe it's a 42.5. And to be honest, like, black makes you look thin, so it also makes my wrist look thin, and I already have small wrists to start. But other than that, pretty solid on wrist. You'll see an on wrist shot later on. One more look at the back there. The back scratches up a little easily, I feel like. I have a little bit of scratching maybe around here on the bezel. Other than that, it holds up pretty well. And when I take like a glass cleaner and wipe it over, or even if I just take my sleeve here and I wipe it over, assuming I don't have microfibers, it'll get stuck on the silicone band, but it'll look good. There's a threading on the mold on the inside of the silicone band, different than the outside. I think it's actually better, because I think if it were like this, it would actually pull on hairs more. So this is going to be a better side to actually wear on, and it does breathe well. It does not make me my arms sweat that much. Yeah, and to be honest, it's a little bit loose on my wrist anyway, so I wouldn't sweat either way. But yeah, so that's the look on the watch there.
All right, so coming back, we're going to take an on-wrist look here, wrist roll. So I think this captures how big the case size is. It wears bigger than my Seiko for sure, even though they only advertise it as 0.5 millimeters bigger, but it's a big case. You got texture in the middle, but I think the main selling point of this watch is the fact that it's a Swiss entry level and the price is right. I think it retails on Wenger for like close to 300, but they're everywhere used on eBay for 60 to 100, Amazon 80 to 100. Not sure how reputable they are, those sellers, but you can definitely find it cheaper than that. And I think that's what appeals to a lot of people, especially casual watch wearers. The price is right, and you're getting a Swiss product with a Swiss movement in there. And it's quartz, so you don't have to worry about setting it if you're a casual. You don't have to worry about winding it, anything like that. It's just going to run, keep time, keep the date, and it's pretty reliable. You got a respectable name coming from Switzerland. And yeah, that's why it's such a selling point for so many people. I find myself to like it a lot. Also has a sentimental value from my grandfather. But yeah, it's been getting more wrist time recently. Still like rotating through some of my watches, wearing them, getting an idea of how they feel for the future reviews, but this one's definitely been in the rotation recently. Yeah, pretty solid watch. I like it a lot. Thank you guys for watching this one. I'll be posting another video next week. We'll be looking over another entry-level Casio watch. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.